Chat, this is Papa Meets the horrible reality of HOA. I don't know what we're getting to, but I have, you guys, if you're new to the channel, I have a visceral hatred for HOAs. Homeowner associations are genuinely some of the most backwoods, bullshit, silly, goofy things. Imagine paying for your dream home to have some Karen tell you, actually, you have to paint your house this color and mow your lawn like this and take your trash like this. If you don't, you owe me money. I hate HOAs. Oh, dude, HOAs are trash. Correct. Here we go.
Oh, man. What the
What's
Who
this?
is it?
We got a letter from the HOA.
Oh, HOA? What is that?
Dude, if I rent, right? I rent, and if I have not mowed my lawn yet. If I owned this house, I guarantee if there was an HOA on this house, I'd be fined for having my lawn too long. Carl Revokes says sorry a few times in the videos. Yeah, judge believes silly on words without any provided evidence. At the end of the day, the judge declared it. And it sucks, but that's how I'm viewing it, I think.
That mean?
It's the Homeowners Association, Winslow. How do
Yep.
we have
How
one
are
all the
you?
way out here? We're in the middle of nowhere, literally in the middle of nowhere. God damn it.
Wait, Hunter,
What?
I want to tell you something. Come over here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Why do I have to just tell me?
Jags! Thank you for the 10 gift and subs! Gen X, thank you for subs. I appreciate it. Thank you for the community. Thank you. Thank you for the 10 bomb. I appreciate it very, very much. I didn't realize the HOA is also a hot button issue for you as well. So I'm glad you're here to appreciate hatred of the HOA and everything it stands for. But thank you for the goddamn 10 gift. Thank you.
Come over here, please.
Whatever. I'll just do
Please,
it later. I'll
thank
just
you.
come back down later.
No,
Thanks, thank you.
Wait. I just want some screen time.
Welcome back to the PapaMutt
Okay.
channel. How you doing? How you doing?
There you
Come
go.
and sit on down because
Good.
today we're talking about 3 letters that I hate combined together.
Yes.
I'm of course talking about HOA. Let me tell you, owning a home is something.
All right, sorry. Owning a home is not something that's reasonable in the year of our Lord 2025. So good luck.
Most people hope to accomplish as they reach their adult year.
It's 2025. If you own a home in 2025, if you are a younger person, Gen X and below, not even millennials and below, and you own a home, you are very, very one of the few. Is all I'm saying.
There's something freeing about having
Sure.
your own piece of property,
Sure.
where you have more say in creating a comfortable space to live in, right?
Yes.
However,
Also, in fairness, a big reason why I want a house is because if I'm spending, let's say, $1,400 a month on rent, I want it to go in my own pocket. Do you know what I mean? That's a big reason why I want a house. I don't want to just give some guy $1,400 a month so I may be allowed to live. That's a big reason why I want a house. Maybe I am too liberal, but that's what I want.
many future homeowners may not realize that they don't have as much freedom as they may think.
That's true.
A significant number of communities in the U.S. are overseen by something called the HOA.
A big thing when looking for any home is to make sure you don't live in an HOA. Unless you want an HOA. And there you have to be, how do I phrase this? There, you got to be a special kind of person to want an HOA. Maybe you want an HOA because you have a family and you are... Is it all the American thing? I think it is. American Canada, yeah. You would want an HOA. I'm trying to think of why you would want an HOA. Let me Google, actually, because I can't think of any good reasons. Why would I want to live in an HOA? Property value, access to amenities. Okay. Is that it? That can't be it. Wait, there's got to be more. All I saw was access to amenities. Which, yeah, maybe a pool. I want a condo, so HOA sense for those. Yeah, if you have a condo, the HOA makes sense. Yes. If you own a condo, an HOA makes sense. But if you own a house in a cul-de-sac, whatever, And I know an HOA I live that covers roof repairs. That's kind of neat. But I've never heard of one that actually offers amenities. Someone can I mow my lawn? Wow, I can't wait to be woken up super early by some asshole on my lawn. Yeah!
Or the Homeowners Association. The HOA is run by a board of directors that enforce rules for all residents that own property within the community to
Here's something, dude. If you tell me to take my trash bins back in and it's like 9 in the morning and the garbage came at 8, we had a library where we used to live in. That's kind of cool. I think HOAs. No, I don't. I really, amenities, they're almost always a scam. I'm trying to really defend HOAs here, and I can't do it. I hate
follow,
HOAs.
right? So your neighborhood
I'm so biased against them. I hate them.
has some fucking goon council that
Goon
sits
council.
around, and there's the people who are like, your fence can't be that high. You know, and some of their goals include
HOAs work for the property values, the enforce the BS and make up rules so everything looks nice and the cookie cutter status, so the cul-de-sac doesn't tank in value. That actually makes sense. If the idea is to keep the neighborhood boring, I'll say it, boring and lame. That way the value stays up. I understand that, but that's still for the greater good. Yeah, it's literally Hot Fuzz, the movie, but for your neighborhood, the house you own. Your mailbox has to be too many colors on it. Yeah, that's sure you take it over for the outside and dismantle it from your neighborhood.
maintaining the upkeep, the safety, and property value of a neighborhood while
Here is one way I can see an HOA being good. Can I be real with y'all? If the HOA went for a public street, like a public street security guard, that way my kids could play out in the neighborhood and be safe on a daily basis. That I'd be cool with. Like if the money went towards like public security, and I like take my kids out, like I'm on the porch and I'm like enjoying a soda, and they're playing in the neighborhood. Oh, I know rent a cops are useless, but still. And they're playing in the neighborhood with their friends. That would be something I would be like, okay, you know what? This actually works out. My kids are safe. That's great. But I'm really trying to work with HOA. HOA is the same energy as people who find bathroom stalls have big gaps with them. So you see someone in there.
also providing amenities for homeowners and aiding.
HOAs were a way for a white neighborhood to collectively deny any black persons from living there. That does not shock me. If you look into any housing things in the past like 60 years, they were almost exclusively to segregate black families. So that shocks me zero. Because America's founded on racism. Like, it's real. F you, Ethel, I wanted my house to hot pink and Barbie themed. Exactly. They racist AF. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yay, racism. Yay, racism. And then I get clipped out of context. And it's like, this streamer is racist. The worst part of the lives are a result of racism. God, I hate racism. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Never forget that racism exists as a way to control and continue to have the lower class fight over something as frivolous as racism when the upper class thrives in their wealth pools. The more we fight each other based on things that are as trivial as race, the less we pay attention to the ultra elite. Down with the establishment. Racism was created by the bourgeoisie. We are going to unite as a people. From all races, all creeds, all nations, and all color in order to stop the rich. This was not sponsored by Jeff Bezos, who pays my paycheck. So you can get more for your house if you need to sell it. That's the idea. Yeah, that's the idea is for these things is like you get more money when you sell your house. But like I would rather my house be worth less and I live in my house, right? Instead of just like pseudo renting it, if that makes sense.
And resolving resident disputes, right? It's basically daycare. If you're in a HOA, you're in a daycare.
You are.
Hey, listen, your car's a bit loud. You coming? Can you just slow it down? And can you also just, I mean, come on. You're being a bit loud.
I'm gonna get mad.
That kind of stuff.
I'm gonna get mad.
Cut your grass.
Yeah. So actually,
Oh, I'm gonna get mad. I just said HOA reacts. Someone do something really crazy and dangerous to their house. I do understand HOA reacts if someone will do something crazy and dangerous in their house. How do I phrase this? If you hear someone being murdered, call the cops, right? But if you hear like a party or like people are just having a good time laughing and stuff, let them live. I don't know. Whatever happens in the person's house is up to them, right? If the HOAs make sense in a townhouse community, since most of the houses are connected together by owned separately, shooting range in the back. Well, actually, there are laws against that aren't HOA related. So you have to get laws and permits first to do these things from the state and the government before the HOA even gets involved. The HOA is literally, think of them as peacekeepers. They're like, think of them as like peacekeepers to maintain the cleanliness of the street. Grass is too long. Like PapaMutt said, grass is too long. Trash bins are still out. Our neighbors are black. Run, help. We're back to the 1960s, baby. We're back to the 1960s. This should be handled by proper legislation. Correct. Yes. Condos and HOAs make sense. Everything else is stupid. No fun allowed. It's pretty much what that is. It actually. What did Golden send me? Golden, what is this? Golden really wants me to install Better or 7 Twitch TV, whatever it's called, and sent me an emote that I can only upload through 7 TV, and it's really good. Can I show you guys? I'm gonna do it, but I was saving it. I was saving it for a special occasion. Here, I'll show you guys real quick. I'm saving it for a special occasion. I'm going to download it. I swear. But look at this. Look at him. Just waving. Just waving. Have a little wave. The more I learn about HOA, the more glad I am those things that don't exist here. Yes. Look at him. He's just waving. He's just waving. Have a little wave. Little guy, say hi to him. That's cute, Golden. Thank you. I will get a 7 TV here soon. I promise. I have to, Golden, I'm going to get one after the thing that we're working on gets done. Yes? My favorite band released a movie. I would love to react to it. It's called Skids. I'm not sure what that is. You can put it in the Discord and I'll look at it.
Left your trash cans out in your
I'm getting mad again.
driveway.
I'm getting mad again.
That's a fine. I can't leave my trash cans in my driveway.
getting mad.
It makes the neighborhood look bad. Kill yourself.
I mean, base. That's base.
Left your 50-foot skeleton out.
So you left your giant Costco skeleton out for 6 months and you...
Hey, on that note, when it comes closer to like September and August, I'm going to put a absolute ton of Halloween decorations on Throne, and I want my apartment to be the scariest place in the street. I'm just letting you know, guys.
Fine.
In order
I'm
to
letting you
do
know
this,
that.
they often collect quarterly, monthly, or annual fees. That's
Yeah.
right. You get to pay for someone to treat you like a child.
Yay!
And when they are being operated as they were
Just a sec,
intended,
shut up!
it can result in great things for an individual community, right? However, there are countless examples, if not almost every example, of HOAs that have terrorized residents, often power tripping on the perceived superiority they
Yep.
receive from the board that they are on.
That's a little true. In a perfect utopia, HOAs in theory are great. Money comes together to help the community. In theory, HOAs are great. But in practice, they are horrible, horrible power trips for losers who have nothing better going on in their lives. I'm like, it's just how it works. I'm sorry. It's just the case.
So today, let's talk about the dark side.
It's just
of the
taxes. It's
homeowners
just taxes at a
association.
certain point.
Yeah, the right ghost.
I love this, man. I told you guys I would never geek out about meeting a creator unless it was him. My HOA covers water, garbage, that is extremely nice and lucky. I have one of those giant skeletons all year and they give a holiday clothes. That's super cool, though. I love this, man.
Is that wrong? Listen! Gamer Subs is branching out, evolving. Yes, we've had Gamer Subs.
Yes.
The delicious, nutritious energy drink we
Sure.
have raw meat with. Then
Sure.
they even have V-Card.
That's right.
The game! But now, ladies and gentlemen,
What's now?
we're taking it a step further.
Sure.
We have collabed with Gamer Subs on our own ramen flavor, Meat Sweats.
Ooh. 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 Hey, Todd, if you're in the channel right now, Gamer Soups is mid. Gamer Soups, I actually don't really care about. I've had Gamer Soups once, but I've only had their base flavor. I was like, eh. I would spend $1. Excuse me. I would spend $1 on Gamer Soups at a gaming cafe. So I don't know. I will always tell you guys if a product that I support is worth it or not. I love Gamer Sups. Gamer Soups. you guys still got to sell me. You guys have really not, I can't in my whole chest say I like Gamer Soups right now. Gamer Subs, love them. I have them every day. They're the best. I love Gamer Subs. The soups, just get top ramen. Like, I have a code. I do have a code. Exclamation point. Or you use MUT at checkout. It's the pin thing. But it's gonna be cheaper or at least better. And again, I know I'm sponsored by Gamer Subs. That is not. I could be sponsored them all day. That does not change the fact that I will still be like. I'll be honest with my sponsorship. I've asked, does subs feel like pre-workout? No. Think of subs as a, I don't know. It's like it's a nice gradual energy that doesn't really crash you out. It's not pre-workout. You could have it for the gym, but I prefer pre-workout personally. I don't really take gamer subs for the gym. I take gamer subs for like I got the collab tonight, right? I'll probably have some gamer subs then for a little extra pick me up. I snort it. Don't snort it. It'll hurt your nose. B6 and 12 rather than caffeine. Yeah, it's just B6 and 12 rather than caffeine. Now, caffeine is still good. I love coffee. Yes, code MUT, Corgi. Code MUT. I need your help. Should I get boba? After the boba game yesterday, I've been craving boba like crazy. I hate tapioca like that. I get a subset of coffee, the pre-workout later and not die. You should probably choose. Whenever I do pre-workout, I always pick a poison. I'll do pre-workout and I'll do like 1 cup of coffee later. But I never go more than that. You know what I mean? I don't do more than that because you don't want to get too much caffeine or you'll have like a heart attack.
Beautiful, hot,
Beautiful.
spicy chicken flavor noodle in the cup ramen. It's delicious. Actually, we got to do some flavor tests and kind of test these out and kind of see which
Dude,
one
why does Nick look like a serial killer in every video he's in?
were the best for us and which one that we were happy to put our name on. And look at this. I even got to draw the label. It's a
Ooh, spicy tongue on top.
Stop!
Owie,
Stop!
fire.
310 calories. Meal replacement. So
No, it's a snack. It's a snack. Again, unless this flavor is bussin', and I can ask Todd if you're in chat. I'll take one. Does it have to agree with this one? I don't know. It's a snack. It's a snack. Don't replace this with like by itself with a meal. Don't do
please.
that. No, I love tapioca pudding because I'm 1,000 years old, but I don't love tapioca boba.
Gamer subs. Pick up some ramen today and use promo code PapaMutt at
Got it,
checkout
bro.
to get
Got it.
10% off the whole goddamn order. Thank you so much, gamers.
Caffeine doesn't cause heart
Should I
attacks.
say
It's fake
gamer
news. 5, 6,
soups?
125 seconds a day. That's crazy, Chris. 25s as espressos is nutty. Are you? I'm more worried about your brain. How's your brain doing? That's all. Does the caffeine hurt the brain too? I don't know. You're built different. You're built different. I could not. I'm too old. I'm too old. I have like one too many caffeines, and I'm feeling sick.
And we'll get back to the video.
It's like somebody's writing their
You know, you're
thesis.
probably wondering this. This is probably the glaring question off the top of everybody's mind.
What's up?
Hunter, how do you feel about HOAs?
Hunter, how do you feel about HOAs?
Right? What I got to say is, you know what?
Yep.
Don't like them.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Controversial opinion.
Yeah,
Said
hot-
no one. The
hot
HOA
take,
is
hot
necessary for like if a guy, which you couldn't even do this anyway. I was gonna say, just paints a swastika on his house. The police would be called.
Correct. There are, well, America's changed, but that's a rule. There are rules of freedom of speech in America for now. We'll see how the next 4 years go. Where in theory, you are free to do whatever you want with your property and say whatever you want because freedom of speech. However, that does not mean you are free of consequences. If you paint a swastika and a Nazi symbolism on your house, as of now, I don't suspect in the morning your house will still have that swastika on it. Call it a hunch, but people, despite how the world thinks, a lot of Americans still want to kill some goddamn Nazis. Believe it or not. So, yeah. You can't do that. It depends where you live. Yeah, that's true.
This is honestly what I think. If you're in a neighborhood you like and you're like, this is nice, I'm going to keep my house nice to where I can sell it one day,
Yep.
and the value of it is only going to increase.
Sure.
But the guy next door painted his house in polka dots, and no one wants to live next to the fucking polka dot house. I understand the frustration there. At the
Sure.
same time, if I just spent $350,000 on a house, it should be my God-given right to paint the motherfucker in polka dots.
As much as it would bother me to lose out on some dollars for the polka dot house, unless the house is posing a danger to the neighborhood, it's their money, dude. Who am I to say, right? Yeah, I mean, do what you want. Do what you want, man. Like, it's your house. You spent like $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. Sure,
No one should tell me.
Do it.
Also, no one should tell me how tall I want my fence is to cut my fucking lawn.
My lawn is overgrown right now because I don't care. Because I'm a busy dog on the internet. And I don't have time just to mow the lawn unless it's the weekend. So yeah, my lawn's overgrown. I don't give a shit right now. Barbie house? Exactly. I like to polka dot house. I like to live in a polka dot house. That's fair. I want to be the people who want a polka dot house. I mean, it's probably froggy, right? It's probably froggy.
Is it annoying to look at? Boo-hoo, bitch, is what I would say. Or if I was that distraught, honestly, I'd just be like, what could I do? I'm not saying that I advocate for people being slobs. Because
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
There's got to be a better way besides everyone is affected by rules because of like some bad eggs.
Right.
That's what I gotta say. And also, I do think HOAs are just a huge pain in the ass. They can be expensive at times. Like if you live in a really nice neighborhood, those fees, those monthly fees.
Honolulu's HOAs are an additional $430 monthly. Riverside, New York is another $575. Bitch, you best be getting me my fucking free water and electric for that price. Are you off your rocker? If I'm looking at Indianapolis, Indiana, if you're saying $25 a month and we'll keep your lawn cut and I don't know, bro, we'll debug that neighborhood, then yeah. That's pretty sick, but god damn, $575 is insane. Yeah, for $575, I want my newspaper to be dandled in the teeth of an HOA member is crazy. People should customize the exterior more to make it unique. It's fun to show. Yeah, I mean, some folks just want like a nice, cozy, aesthetic house. My apartment, I would live here. I know I already do, but I'm like, in the sense of like, I'd buy this house, sure. I live in a historical part of LA at like $500 a condo or townhummer. Stop, my bones. My bones. So did I get a whole loaf of bread? This gotta be true.
It's crazy. Bananas.
In Texas, I think we're paying like 150 HOA fees.
It's insane. But first, how do people feel about it?
More like Home Boner Association. You guys get it? Ours is $99 a month comes with lawn care, snow removal, including driveways, power washing, leaf removal, and roof repairs. You are one of the lucky few in the world, honestly. Perhaps if I still wouldn't let you buy Sims 4 with DLC. True!
Homeowners associations. Residents often complain about the rigid set of rules around the HOA's ability to limit modifications to your house. Even though you own your home, that doesn't mean you are allowed to paint it whatever color you want.
That I think is the bullshit part. You should be able to do whatever you want to your house. If you wanted to punch out your windows and like, who cares? Install screen door windows or whatever, and just like have a house full of farts. It's up to you, man. Do what you want. I don't fucking care.
The HOA won't approve it because they want the neighborhood to have a similar color scheme. And these types of regulations surrounding a home's visual appeal can impact all sorts of things, like how short you can cut your grass.
That makes no sense to me, by the way. How short you can cut, that's crazy.
What type of fence you can build.
Insane.
What flowers you can plant in your yard.
Insane.
And much more. Which I think is stupid. And the entire idea is just because it's like, it just keeps the value up. Where it's like, am I not gonna live here for like 25 years?
That's the other thing. Here's where I'm at with that. He's right, by the way. If I buy a house, I'm buying that bitch for the next 10 to 20 years. I'm stuck there for 20 years, right? If I buy a house, I'm living in that bitch. Why am I worried about the housing price in 20 years when I've paid off the house and I've lived there for a fourth of my life?
Stop! You violated the law.
Why?
Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are...
Yeah, perhaps even die there. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, why do I give a shit about the price of a house when I leave there in 20 years? Let me live for 20 years. Why am I so worried about money? God damn it!
What is the meaning of this? You have deliberately disobeyed me.
I'm just saying! I'm just saying!
A dog is never allowed to disobey his owner. And if he does, then he gets broken.
Sorry, I'm yelling at Vex. Anyways.
I'm flipping this baby.
Listen,
hell
buddy,
yeah.
I'm flipping it. I'm a
Hell
flipper.
yeah.
All right,
Hell
these are
yeah.
investment properties.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so don't be painting your house fucking polka dots.
That's right, baby. God damn.
I'll come at you.
That's what
Get
I
him.
I'll buy you out. I'll buy you out to paint the house.
Yeah, exactly. The guy's like, no, I don't want to leave. I'm going to buy you out. And this inevitably will result in some anger-inducing situations.
Go
like with
on.
the father who had to tear down the treehouse he built for his child during the pandemic.
Hi, doggy.
I knew I'd get mad. I knew I'd get mad. That's true, Fireside. That's true. That's true. I knew I'd get mad.
Wouldn't you love that? Hey, buddy, I'm going to build you.
That'll
a
radicalize you?
treehouse.
Yes,
Thanks,
it
Dad, I
will.
love you. Yeah, so actually, no, you can't build a tree.
What did the letter say?
Love you. Yeah.
Inducing situations.
Let me see.
Like with the father.
Dear not sponsored by, don't worry, you're safe now. Your act of casual cruelty was successful. The complaint you lodged, the HOA was heard. They had to take down a small tree fort I built in this location with my sons during the pandemic. No longer in the presence of your walk past my house. Please enjoy your stroll from the sound of my children's free from the sound of my children's play and laughter. They are safely back inside now. Watch television, I'm sure. Enjoy the unobstructed view of my backyard. I will try to keep it to code. Best, Dave. I mean, what else do you do? That's fucking... That would radicalize me. If I was like super pro HOA, that would be the moment I'm like, F this, I'm done, I'm out.
Who had to tear down the treehouse he
I
built
would
for
be
his child
radicalized.
during the pandemic. Wouldn't you love
Radicalized.
that? Hey, buddy, I'm going to build you a treehouse.
Thanks, Dad. I
As
love
much as I like
ya.
this content, there are limitations you can do with your property. What are you talking about? There's not. Go crazy, go stupid. If I have a tree in my backyard that I own, I'm putting a goddamn tree house up. If I get the permit signed by the state, I do what I want. The city is the defining factor. If the city says I can put a tree house up, I'm put a tree house up. If the city says I can build a deck, I'm building a deck. I don't give a shit what my neighbors have to say. Nope. I can build my entire backyard an enclosed fence dome if it means I have the permits for it. I will follow the correct procedures to do whatever I want my house.
Yeah, so actually, no, you can't
I do
build
what I want.
a tree house that's in your yard.
To me, I'm like, dude,
Which well, the
you-
HOA can put a leader house. Is that right? To me, no, it's
riled
not.
up. I'm
It's
gonna
not.
shoot. I'm getting like pissed.
I'm getting pissed
There's not
too.
an HOA here. I don't have an HOA, luckily. I'm out in the fucking middle of nowhere.
True.
And I love it. I love it.
It's freeing.
The HOA will demand you to make changes to your home to fall in line with their guidelines. And failure to do so will lead to fees you are required to pay, seeing as other people are often forced to join HOAs to live in the community in the first.
You shouldn't be forced. You should opt in and out. You can't own a street and call it Cheryl Lane. Right, but I'm not owning a street. I'm owning my house. Thank you for the code button checkout. Thank you. I don't understand your point here, Corgi. I'm not owning a street. I'm owning a house. It's my house. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about right now? I'm confused what your point is.
First place, you may think,
What's the worst they can
What's
do?
the worst I can do?
the HOA has more power than you realize.
Go
In
on.
some instances, as late fees pile up, the HOA can pull a lien against your home,
Yep, here we go.
which is the right to keep possession of property belonging to another person until a debt owed by that person is discharged.
That's insane. That is insane. John Oliver did some HOAs as he should. That is insane.
They can basically be like, I own your house. Until you pay your stupid fucking fees,
Yep.
I can own your house. And it's some dickhead down the road who's just like,
Hey, I just got this cherry Firebird that I'm souping up.
it's like,
Yep.
dude, jump off your house.
He's right.
That's what I want to say. Fuck them. Essentially, if you fail to pay your debt to the HOA, they
Right.
can foreclose your home to pay it off on top of any legal fees.
Yep.
Legal fees to sue you.
Yeah, the legal fees to sue you. And I understand this is a fail-safe scenario for people who are like, I'm not going to pay it, or they're being dicks. You want to be able to boot people out of a neighborhood if you have kids. Also, in some communities, don't you have to be approved to even get the house?
Yes. The HOA, some communities, the HOA has to approve you, which is insane. That's also insane. Tell people else how you doing. They have some HOAs. They have to actually approve you. Which I mean, you shouldn't be applying for HOAs in general, but whatever.
The HOA?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Why would you people do this yourselves? We know all shitting on America, but damn, you've seen the hate America. So HOAs are originally developed to deny minorities. Exactly what Sarky said. They were originally developed for racism. They exist because the idea is, oh, I wanted to buy a house, but I'm black. And the neighbors would be like, ooh, this person's black. We don't want them in our neighborhood. It would bring down the property value because we live in a racist America. And that is, there's a whole bunch we can talk about, like gentrification and segregating black Americans from white Americans, etc. So that is where they stem from. But now it's more of a like, are you pristine enough to live here? But unfortunately, it still sometimes boils down to racism. Like, I would be lying to you if I said it wasn't that. Because for whatever goddamn reason, I hate my HOA. Biggles, I feel you. I empathize with you greatly. Whoops, all racism. In America, this is for... I can go on a whole rant about why I think America being racist is so oxymoronic and stupid. And I'm trying my best to not do it right now because we're in an HOA video. But my God, this country was built on the backs of slaves, literally from Africa. Not to mention the segregation and damnation of other cultures who came here to live willingly. Sorry, I'm getting heated. I gotta chill out. My blood pressure. Help! 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 Point is, anyone who's racist is an actual moron. Full stop. I'll just stop there. If you're a racist in 2025, the year of our Lord, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you're dumb as shit. I don't know what to tell you. If you genuinely do believe that in 2025, you're dumb as hell. I don't know what to tell you, dude. You're genuinely stupid as shit. In 2025, it's not the goddamn 1960s where it's like, oh, my grandpa was really racist, and I kind of those values transfer over. It's 2025. What are we doing? Anyways.
I think there are actual neighborhoods where it's like, yeah, the HOA has to prove you.
Yeah.
They check your skin color.
Yeah, pretty much.
See? 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 Even they're like, yeah. Everyone knows. Like, it's not even a closed secret, dude. It's just racist. I told you this video to make me mad. I'm getting sweaty in here. Dude. I can't stand it. Oh my God.
That's a lot of HOAs. There are many other serious issues regarding
I gotta
HOAs.
lock in.
Some of them even still try to get away with racial segregation, the way it was commonly done in the 1960s.
Why am I even reacting to these videos? Bro is PapaMutt and I are just same wavelength. Yep, there it is. I'm glad he's talking about it too. I love PapaMutt. I'm glad he's just like, you know what? Dead ass. That's what it was.
Even as recently as 2019, a Florida community discovered that a nearby...
All right, it's Florida. Yeah, of course. That is my dream collab, Mari. Yes, it's Florida. Like, if you are any person of color going to Florida, you get out. Go to Disney, go to Universal, then run. Run in any other direction than Florida. Like, check out the Miami Beach and then run full sprint to any other state, please. Like, of course, Mark, take your time. Dean bought us some dinner, so it's in the microwave. I mean, Florida's practically your racist grandpa. It's literally your racist 60-year-old grandpa. Yes.
My neighborhood still had Caucasian-only
We want white tents. See, there you go.
restrictions.
There you go.
Of course, dude. Those 85-year-olds.
I was going to say, yeah, the retirees.
See?
Fucking Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville on the corner, and like it's hidden behind some like floral, like fake toucans. And read the sign, asshole. Because homeowner associations are run like micro governments and have a considerable amount of power. It's easy to see how things can get out of hand easily in the wrong hands.
Yep.
Like for example, when members of an HOA
Colorado HOA calls cops on kids lemonade stand to get illegal. Oh. I will say, if I see one of my neighbors at the lemonade stand, before I buy a lemonade from them, I'm going to ask them for their permits. I know I just said around with the permits. I will approach them in the wild, and I'll be like, hi, oh my God, you use the lemonade stand? That's so cute. Hi. Can I see your permit to operate, please? Where's your food and beverage serving license? Oh, you don't have one? Okay, where's your parents? I'm gonna file a formal complaint. I'm kidding, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, what's your FDA rating? Stupid. That's a caring Dave. Yeah, I want to do that, but like ironically. I want that like, but funny. A lot of HOAs also aren't on private road. They Trump has to police still, which is legal, correct.
in Colorado called the police to try and shut down a child's lemonade stand due to it being an illegal business. I think
you know what? I agree. Get that? You know what? We gotta. If we stop here, how long before it stops, chat? You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop these kids early.
Everybody's kind of heard this one, right? They're like, I'm trying to just sell lemonade, and the woman's like, phone shaking. Get here! Get out!
Demons!
I think the police had to fine him.
And 29. Wait, no. 2018, the Denver police shut down a lemonade stand for being run by 3 boys near an arts festival across the street from their house. They plan to donate the proceeds to their church. How miserable do you gotta be? Not the police. The police, if pressured, are just doing their shitty jobs. How miserable do you gotta be as a human being to do this? Like, I don't know what that lady...
They did. Well, they're like, well, I mean, I guess
the police could have walked away, yes.
He did. I'd be like, actually, ma'am, can you come here? And I'm like, I'm going to shoot you in the chest. You don't go home right now. And my body cam footage is off. This is not even me joking around. I have a fucking Dodge Charger in my car. I will ram you off the fucking road.
We need more police like goddamn Hunter.
Say
Goddamn.
that to me. I'm like, I'm gonna bust your teeth out with my fucking gun. That's what I'd say. And I'd go over and be like, do you guys take American Express? They're like, no. And I pull up the fucking table. They're so widely mocked and criticized.
Finally a cop that I can't hate. Finally, if Hunter became a cop, I get it.
Entire genre on sites like TikTok that focus on creating fake rage bait HOA confrontations.
The classic camera.
Oh yeah, it's all fake.
Yeah, the classic camera thing. We can put up a little video of it, but
Sure.
you've seen it before too.
Yeah, it's
This
all.
key is not working, and this is the master key to all the houses. Did you change the locks?
This is fake. This is fake. They're designed to be like HOA experiences, so don't get too mad at these.
If you did, that's a violation of HOA policy.
With that said,
There you go.
let's talk about some of the most obnoxious
Those are
HOA
fake, those are
stories,
fake, those are fake.
starting with the HOA forcing people to leave their garage doors up. In Auburn, California,
What?
their local HOA had supposedly discovered that one of the homeowners had someone living in their garage.
If I ever own a house, chat, and I have more than one bed, and one of my friends are going through hard times, I'll put them up.
It's the end of days. In response, they decided that the best course of action was to enforce a rule that
No.
stated that every resident would be required to leave their garage doors open.
Time to get your shit robbed. Because I was sold? That's true, my bad. Dude, I'm going on a shopping spree that week. Finally, dude. Oh, man. Dude, I'm going on a freebie run.
Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
we make it as easy as possible for burglars to come to my house when I'm at work?
Yep.
Monday to like the one day and time that I'm gone for my job.
Renting your home and going
Residents
shopping.
were infuriated by this because it meant that they ran the risk of bikes, wheelchairs, cars, and any other loose objects in their garage being stolen.
Yep.
Those who refused would have to pay a $200 fine.
In case any of you guys in the chat are still like, go HOAs. Think about that. $200 fine. How much are you? $200 fine. Go ahead and check your bank account right now and see if you can handle that $200 fine out of nowhere. I know I could. I had to talk to Mario about that. $200? That's a lot of money. I don't make enough to go to a $30,000 gym a year place. $200 is a lot of money. That's a lot of goddamn money, bro. Move the woods.
Which
That's
is
what I'm
probably
saying.
per day.
Yeah.
By the way, during the next HOA meeting, the neighborhood voiced their frustrations,
Yep.
causing them to back down from their new rule.
Oh, good.
I would be like, you know what? If you charge me, I'm going straight up. I'm not.
Do you guys think Hunter likes HOAs?
Gonna say.
Postal.
No, I was gonna do more beating people in the mouth and but Dustin. We don't. I'm too angry.
Yeah.
I'm heated
Same.
because I will say. I
I'm
don't know if this is a
sweating.
good spot to say it, but I had this one HOA one time.
Oh, no.
I was mowing my yard,
Oh,
and
no.
the guy who was the director
Oh,
or
no.
whatever of the HOA
Sure.
lived behind me.
Sure.
I was mowing my yard, and the guy came out and he's like, "You know, you're not supposed to use gas mowers in this neighborhood, right?"
Oof.
And I did. What? He's like, "We're basically all Ryobi over here." And I was like, well, I don't have
yeah,
I
you
don't
have to-
have it.
you don't
He's
have
like,
it.
okay, well, you should go get one. Annoying altercation, albeit whatever. Later on in the day,
Mm-hmm.
I get a fucking at my door, and then I hear off my steps. The guy knocked on my door, left an envelope, and like ran off. And it was a, I'm not even joking, it was a $550 fine.
No. Oh my God, no. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. Calm down. Calm down, butt. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, butt. Oh, I'm okay.
What?
And I was like broke at the time. Fucking
Calm down.
Broke.
Where was this?
Calm down,
This
Mutt.
was in Kansas City.
Really?
Calm down, Mutt.
And
Calm
I
down.
sat there, and he lives right behind me.
Calm down, Mutt. Calm down.
I like walk around.
Calm
I'm
down,
like,
Mutt. Calm down.
Are you serious? He's like, buddy, honestly, I hate to do it, but it's just if you let one person do it, everybody's gonna start doing it. I'm
Dude,
like,
why? Give me a day to buy it, dude.
it's a gas lawnmower. It's fine. I was like, also, I'm like, how can I get the fucking mower if I have to pay this?
Yep.
He's like, listen, like I said, I hate to do. It's like it's that kind of shit. It'd always be like weird petty stuff like that. Anyways, I hate HOAs so much.
Yeah, that's horse.
But if you thought that HOA decision was stupid, that's only the beginning.
Oh, good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Talk about the $250 Gatorade bottle violation.
Okay.
Rachel, a mother
Hi,
on
Rachel.
TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah! Play a clip. Rachel.
I love. He plays this clip all the time. For those who don't know, which is this TikTok mother, which is like an oxymoron because it's always like the worst people, and it's her dancing over her baby, which is like on oxygen and like risk of like possibly dying, but she's like dancing over the baby. It's just the craziest, most like weird Family Channel dystopian, like anything for views ask. Oh my god, it was crazy.
Rachel, a mother on TikTok, voiced her frustrations about an absurd encounter with a HOA in
Sure.
her small community.
City
After a
president,
grease
yes.
fire got out of hand, their microwave exploded and burned down their entire
Jesus!
home. Later, after firefighters had to put out the fire, they moved the charred microwave onto the front lawn for the purpose of being collected at a later date by the city of Houston.
Sure. That's horrible. That shit happens. I wish nobody to go through this. Okay.
Even with the home completely destroyed, they were sent a letter from the HOA to their non-existent home stating that they must pay $250 for leaving the microwave out on the yard.
Okay, hold on. I should have this clip on standby for today. I swear to God. I should have this clip on standby for today. Just gonna have that ready to go all day. I feel like, dude. I just feel like I should have that clip readily. I should have that readily available for any point in the day. Because if you told me that, I don't know. I don't know what I do. Hey, for Twitch's sake, I don't know what I do. I don't know what I do. That's all I'll say. I'm gonna do a stroke rage. I know!
In the time that microwave was sitting there, we got a notarized letter to that address that was literally burned and a fine for $250.
What are you gonna do?
From our HOA.
What are you gonna do, by the way? Are you gonna take possession of my house? Oh, you're gonna lock the doors at my burnt down house? Okay. You got me.
Away.
You got me.
Of course, she refused to pay and got them to retract the fine. But later on, as workers were coming in and out of the home to slowly rebuild it, someone had left an empty Gatorade bottle on top of their fence railing, which is the most common thing at any job site.
Any
You're
job
gonna have,
site.
like,
I've been on job sites. I've done construction in a past life. And by that, I mean, like, I have done a lot of jobs. You're going to leave stuff at the site. It happens. It literally happens. You know the Sweet Baby Ray's option? That's true. Exactly. This happens at any job site.
Wrappers and bottles. It is what it is. They're fucking slobs.
Yes.
Sorry. They're also there for 9 hours. They probably forget about it.
It's like 12-hour days.
There for one day on the charred ruins of this rebuilding of a home.
Right.
And the HOA decided to take a picture and include it in a certified letter given to Rachel. In it, she received a notice of another $250 fine just for a single bottle.
At that point, I wouldn't even want the house rebuilt. I would sell the lot. I'm dead serious. Unless the assurance is paying for it, then we're sure. But I would sell a lot. I wouldn't want to live there anymore. That is the moment where I'm like, I'm out. Nope. Hey, build the house and I'm selling that bitch. On God.
Nick, what world are we living in?
Nope. How much on that? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm
You're
saying.
like, actually, I think it's kind of cool. Is it wrong to not like that? Or
Okay,
Well, the
first shut
woods, hell
microwave,
yeah.
They retracted it, but then a Gatorade bottle. Come on.
the audacity too. Well,
Will
you
their
know
parents
what happened
insured?
is
I don't know how the actual story goes, but I'm just we're here the HOA part.
You know that somebody on that HOA board was like, it was her fault for burning it down anyways. And now she's gonna dirty up the whole fucking neighborhood because of it.
Or they're saying, God, that's an eyesore.
That's an eyesore, burnt down
You
house.
know, it's some fucking old dude like
Yep.
walking his dog, and he's just like, God damn it, I lived here too long to have to put up with this. Burned down house, woman's crying in her front yard. Ah! And he's just like, she's an ugly crier too.
How about house, the HOA, the foundations? Yeah, for real. The HOA is about to be in the walls.
I thought the story was they were going to fine her for burning her house down.
I bet you there had to have been talks about it. Can we
Yes.
fine her for the burning of the house? I do like how it's a grease fire that got out of hand. We're cooking french fries and just shit went wild.
In fairness, I am from the South, and that's important to the conversation because if you've never seen a grease fire go wild, they do. Why do you think that Thanksgiving in America is like one of the most dangerous times for fires? Is because the amount of people trying to deep fry turkeys and they have no idea how to do it is, I mean, shit, dude, ask any firefighter. Like, Americans do not know how to deep fry, and that is why so many grease fires happen. You can't just put out grease with water. It's not how it works. So, like, people don't have, and they deep fry inside, which is insane. Do not do a photo turkey fire? Correct. Yes. It's just, yeah. Did you do it outside if you're able? Correct.
I cut up a couple spuds and threw them in the deep fryer. Whoa! That fire snowballed. I couldn't stop it. Now,
One of my favorite, yes.
$250 to get smacked with. That's a fucking bummer.
Yes.
But that pales in comparison to some of the other HOA horror stories, like the woman who almost faced jail time over a purple playground.
Okay, I'm ready. I just need a deep breath.
Was going to prison for a purple playground. Oh God, Jesus Christ! Here we go again.
I'm
a
going
family
now.
in Lee Summit was
Premature
terrified
oil?
after
Exactly.
being hit with various threats from the homeowners association regarding the playground in their backyard.
Okay.
Their backyard that no one else can really see.
Correct.
Behind their home, not
Right.
even the front of the home.
Correct.
Marla and her husband had built it for their kids from scratch. Finished
How dare you build a nice thing for your children to enjoy for their youth? How dare
it
you?
off with a purple tinted wood stain.
Oh, look at the abomination and how nice this house is for your children, you fiends!
The kids were overjoyed. However,
Yep.
the HOA did not approve of the color. They were given a notice and a fine. Family contested it and won, but the HOA
Okay.
would not let up. What?
Why? This is what I literally never understand about these things. Why? It's a fucking purple playhouse for children. Like, what are we doing? Do you want them inside playing on the fucking Xbox all day? Pettiness, power, it's purple. I don't get it. Like, what do they want
A
to
year
be?
later, they were given a letter explaining that if they did not take down the playground within a couple weeks, they could expect to see some jail time.
Okay. Bet. Oh, no, I'll play that game. Dude, if that happened to me and my kids, oh, yeah, bring it. Okay. I hope you already get sued because the next person I'm getting is a goddamn lawyer. Yeah. You have no power to do that. I am lawyering up. Bring it on. Let's do it. Yeah. What's my crime? Oh, it's the color purple. All right, let's do it. Hey, bring it on. I don't give a shit. The question is small as someone has how much time and the tiniest sliver of power. It's insane. Please find someone to love your life. You're gonna go after people for purple playground. That person needs therapy.
Sorry. They found that they were not breaking any rules and even went to door asking residents to confirm that the swing set was not obstructing their view or
Correct.
bothering them. A
Correct.
petition was signed and the other residents began demanding the HOA to not pursue a lawsuit.
Oh, bring it on. If I had proof in writing that we weren't affecting the HOA rules and the neighbors were cool with it in writing, bring on the lawsuit. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm down. I don't give a shit. I'm so down. Dude, let him try. Let him try. Let's do it. Let's do it, dude. I'm not breaking any rules. You want to try to okay, let's do it.
But they denied the plea and filed the suit anyway, feeling that the playground needed to be within harmony with the other colors of the community.
Yeah, that's worded weirdly. Man, I hate HOAs.
That's a quote. The family won the case and
That's
the purple
crazy.
swing set stayed in their yard.
Did they?
It's like not even that bad.
I don't think it's that bad now. I'm looking at it now and I'm like, it's a fucking purple swing set.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
So kids are playing on it.
They would hate our channel colors.
Yeah, they're just like, I do not approve. Not approving those colors. Ooh, almost threw up a little bit. If you thought threatening to send a woman to jail over the color of a playground was a bit excessive,
I sure did.
just wait until you hear about the man who was fined for giving away free water during a heat wave.
That piece of shit. That son of a bitch. This is why I hate people. How dare you try to look at notes, help. How dare
It's like the
you?
Curb Your Enthusiasm bit.
It is illegal for anyone in the state of Georgia to provide food or water to voters in line at the polls.
What? You can't do. Oh no, you're making a big mistake. I'm sorry, baby. I forgot.
In 2020,
I'm sorry, man. I forgot.
heat wave hit Arizona residents with record-breaking temperatures.
Yep.
David Marth, a good Samaritan living in Goodyear,
More like that piece of shit Samaritan, that real rat bastard and his awful, water giving. How dare
helped
you?
neighbors by leaving out a cooler filled with ice-cold water for all the people enduring the heat. Hey,
How
if
dare
you're
you.
passing by,
How
walking
dare
down
you.
the street, grab yourself a nice thing.
Scum of the earth.
On me. I'm the one who has the Costco membership. Kirkland.
Oh, dude, if I had the money, chat, for a Costco membership, I would do the same shit, dude. I would be throwing fucking street parties for most of my neighbors. I'm looking at the one who I will not be inviting, but I'm not going to get that right now. I have opinions about that guy. But no, I had that kind of Costco.
Water for all. His local HOA were angered by this.
Why?
Saying that community rules are against advertising and giving out water bottles from a cooler that's visible to other residents in the driveway.
Why are we so anti-human?
Buddy, listen. You can't be promoting free water. That's against policy.
Why? What's important in city, city, something like that. Yeah, exactly. City law and state law will always supersede HOA made up land laws.
The cooler in the sign cannot be visible when he distributes the water because they need the neighborhood to look visually consistent. I like how it's like you can hand out the water, but we cannot see. I cannot take a look at that cooler. Get that cooler away from me! Because of the weird rule, he was fined $50 a month, and this ramped up to $100 a month after it seemed that David wasn't giving up.
Yeah, it's water. I go to court with this one too. There's a one member at Costco around holidays. It's tossed that bad boy in the throat. Oh, I might actually. Like, it's water. They're making rules as they go. Welcome to the HOA. Yeah.
Enough. The fees reached $475
Jeez!
a month. Obviously, residents couldn't care less about visual clutter of a single cooler being put in someone's driveway. And in fact, many of them were vocally supporting his decision to do so because, I don't know, it's hot and it's free water.
Yeah, if you're walking your dogs and you're cooking alive, or you're going on your morning walk and you're getting cooked, or you're not gonna walk. You're not a bad time, and you get a free goddamn water. I'm gonna be on that guy's team every day of the week. If I get a free water during a heat wave, or even in general, man. If I go to a gas station and all they have is those shitty Dasani waters, you know the ones, and I would be like, I'm so thirsty. I would sooner die of dehydration than drink Dasani. Then, and if someone gives me like a water, they're my number one hero. Like, what are we doing?
Apparently, this was something that David had been doing for years. That is, until the HOA suddenly decided it had to be stopped. For some reason, this time, it's just one guy. We don't know who it is. Some nosy neighbor, dude.
Oh, you know what? He probably, for years, he's been trying to get on the HOA board, and he finally got it.
Trying to get on the HOA board, but also it's one of those things where it's like, I bet you anything David had like a killer cookout.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Dasani water, it tastes so bad. It's the plastic. It's all plastic. You're drinking plastic. It's so disgusting.
And that motherfucker never got invited.
Yep.
So as soon as
for good reason.
Exactly, he's like peeking over the fence. Looking at his bratwurst and stuff. Oh, it smells good. Like, yeah. Yep.
Maybe the member has grabbed a tip of water. They decided to need revenge. Oh, maybe if one time the guy was serving out like, he actually did serve out Dasani, in which case I would understand. If the guy was giving out free Dasani waters, then I totally get the HOA here. Other than that, I can't think of a reason. Is the HOA this bad all the time? These are like extreme cases.
And then finally gets a taste of power. He had to throw himself on it, dude. He had to enforce those rules immediately on my boy David. But out of protest, David refused to back down.
Hell yeah, David!
Pay any of the fine.
Hell yeah, David!
Offering money to cover it. In an interview with a local Arizona news station, yes, this made the news. He simply stated, "Quote: Just come get a bottle of water. Chill."
David rules. In Polish, we have a saying for free, even vinegar is sweet. That's fair. Hey, that's a good saying. That's freaking awesome. The neighbors help me pitch for the fives. That's really good. If you can have a free disallowed water, she goes to jail. Correct. I agree with that take. Yeah.
How sick is that?
And have a bratwurst.
And have a fucking bratwurst. You know who you are. You know you're not invited. The guy's like, has like a glass of scotch in his house. He's like,
David.
Do you need anything else, master? Sometimes HOAs can greenlight fees that are incredibly cruel, despite insane financial toll it can take on residents. Like when an HOA surprised a homeowner with a $15,000.
Nope. There's nothing in this universe that I could be doing in my own house that is going to be worth 15 grand. Nope. 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 There's nothing. Not a goddamn thing in this universe for 15 grand, 15 smackaroons that you could try to convince me. Nope.
$1 fee.
Nope.
What do you think justifies that high?
You are leaving the corpses of your victims in the front yard on display, or you collect Warhammer. That's the only way. Yeah, I agree.
A fee before we...
The only thing I can think that justifies a $15,000 fee is one, you like destroy someone else's property.
Yeah, okay, sure. But that's a police thing.
Something like that. Like if you painted a giant swastika on your house or something.
Yep, something racist, anti-Semitic, yep.
Weird where it's like painting your house polka dots. Is it annoying? Yes, but at the same time, do I think it really devalues your home?
No,
I really don't.
Not really. You need to repaint it now.
But that kind of stuff, I think that legitimately, like, you're just hurting everyone.
Yeah. Yes.
Not only is it super offensive, but like you're actually fucking with our money now too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see that. That I actually agree with this. If you do anything like that, you deserve to be fined. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, which I don't know which one's worse. A TikToker named Britton Brody posted a video where she detailed a horrific situation going on in her community in Orlando, Florida.
We're back. See, that's the issue. We're back. That's the issue, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. That's what it is. Again, it's Florida. Just stay out of Florida, y'all. Racist, said about racist symbolism. Talk about friendly fire. I know, right? Yeah, here we go.
My ass is never retiring down there, dude.
No.
You don't want to go to...
No, I don't want to go to Florida. That shithole. Back in 2022, she had bought a condo at the age of 21.
Oh, good
Part
for
of
her.
her fees on top of her mortgage was a $315 HOA fee. That's what I'm saying. Is that...
But for condos, if you are a part of a condo, expect to pay an HOA because that will actually go in their pairs for the whole condo. So, not the worst.
Fucking ridiculous. Oh, so you have to pay this, and don't forget that. It's like buying an apartment, unless you're in New York, makes no sense. Because then you have to pay building maintenance fees.
Yep.
At one point, a company had approached the owners in that neighborhood about buying their homes from them to convert into apartment buildings. Soon after they reject this offer, a new board of directors came in and increased the HOA fees for every resident. I wonder if he's in on this business scheme as well.
We'll see.
For Brittany, her fee jumped up to $414, and soon after, it raised to $651 a month.
We're outpricing people. So now we're just being now the billionaire class has gotten involved. Okay. Got it. So now we're just getting rid of people because we're making it unlivable. We're pushing tenants out. Yes.
Month. That should legitimately be illegal.
That's them trying to kick them out, right?
Yep.
Well, they're trying to strong
As a black person born and raised in Florida, all these believable because the housing market is shit and they say is indeed racist. Yes. If I've learned anything in the year of our Lord 2025, it's that do not be a person of color in Florida. It's not even a joke anymore. That state is such a racist shithole. Like, unless you are doing a drive-by by Disney or Orlando Studios or, not Palm Beach. What's the other one I said? Miami Beach. Don't. It's dead ass just a shithole. The Everglades are so beautiful. I think you could get away with going to the Everglades. But it's wild down here. I'm not even playing around. I think Florida is on par with Alabama. That's saying something. Like, that's how crazy it's gotten down in the goddamn Orange State. It's crazy. From high school, ran to Florida, and I'm concerned. I hope they're okay. It's nuts down there. It's crazy. Yes, I live in Tampa. Everywhere is so messed up down here. Yes.
Eventually, a letter came in that explained that there will be a vote on May 15th to decide on a life-changing new measure. Essentially, after the Surfside condo collapse of 2021, a new mandate was passed requiring condo boards to have fully funded reserve to cover any potential costs like maintenance, repairs, and more. To raise these funds, the HOA would ask for a special assessment fee, asking for a range of, $11,000 to $22,000 per owner, depending on the property.
I told you I'm gonna have to keep using this. I told you. I'm gonna have to keep using this. I told you. Don't go to the Everglades, the least safe place in the state. I did not know that. I think the Everglades aesthetically is beautiful. The wildlife, the nature, the swamps. I did not know it was at least the other community as well in Florida. Oh, you're joking. I was like, huh? I was like staring at you like a deer in headlights. Like, what? Okay. Florida's always been hella racist. They hit the tourist reasons because the industry is dying. So, I mean, true.
And for Brittany, this meant her 810 square foot home required $15,000 in fees.
Nope. I'm going to court. I'm going to court.
This is the kind of person where I'm like, if hell is real, you are going.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm like, listen, there are Dante's Inferno is real. You cannot escape divine punishment. You're going to the layer of greed. Tell me I'm wrong. You know they screwed up when people are willing to have spring break in Houston of all places. Houston? All right, that's not where Houston. All right.
Going to hell.
Right,
like there's no, it's owners were shocked, obviously, especially after finding out that half the fee would have to be paid 2 months later.
I don't know where I personally would come up with the money. Like I have a full-time job, I work 40 hours a week, but I do not make enough money to have that much money saved.
Very few people in this world can make 15 grand in 2 months. I could not. If you had a gun to my head and say make 15 grand in 2 months, I would be doing a 2 month long subathon. I would be going for 18 hours a day, and I would be opening up an OnlyFurs that night. There's no other way I could get away with 15 grand in 2 months. Just by my money, true, but I would be, dude. I would be showing feet on Maine that day, dude. I don't know how only feet, dude. The paws are coming out. If that means I pay 15 grand 2 months, that is a unachievable number. Weirdly enough, the Houston spring break was basically ended up going well. Oh, good for them. That's actually kind of weird. Huh, good for them.
With the other half being due 1 month after that. So basically you have 2 months to scrounge up $7,500. And then next month you got to pay the other half. You're cool for that, right?
Yeah,
This 810 square foot duplex. You're good for that? Okay, cool. Just making sure. At this point, the community came together and created a ballot with the goal of voting to recall the current board of directors to replace them with actual residents. Why that wasn't done
why was that? Okay. Where's the same question? The only people I know that can come up with that money are 2 months and like street pharmacists. No one else. I don't know. Let me see. Let me go through my list here of who could do it. Let me open up Twitch. Who could reasonably make 50K in 2 months? Hassan Abi, Shroud, maybe Zen, maybe Cinder, and Summit. Infinite Loop. Infinite Loop. That's the only people. Contail, but yeah, but Contail also. Listen, I'm telling you, dude. There ain't nothing. Listen. Time to stop doggy bathwater, dude. I'm on it. It's really what the furries already have it. I am ready. $100 percent grippers, dude. I am ready. The winner gets a post workout T-shirt. I'll do like a contest, a raffle. Like I don't give a shit, dude. I don't give. People are playing Dune Awakening. What? Is it out? No, damn it. What is Silvervale? Who's YouTuber? I don't know who this is.
I don't have the extras.
Oh, Shrooms Land. Here we go.
3 minutes after Spot showed up at our house, we were like wanted to come out and play.
No.
There's a clip of him being like, "Look at this."
I don't see anything. Surveil. Yeah, I'm not sure how that is. I'm sorry. Shroud's playing. Oh, Shroud playing. Okay, well I'll look at it later. It's all in beta. I thought it was in beta still.
Place I will never know. They also hired an attorney to help look into the situation. The word had gotten out, with her TikTok going viral and local news stations picking up her story. And in the end, the board was fully replaced with people who had an actual interest in looking out for the residents and raising money in a way.
Why would they not have this out the rip? V-Shoujo, oh, yeah, I didn't know V-Shoujo until recently. I've only, I don't really know people unless I meet them. And I've only, in the past, like, year, been hanging out with the V-Shoujo gals. So, yeah, I'm not familiar with Silvervale. It was a 15-hour thing they're doing for the starting area, the bug checks or something. 15-hour thing. Oh, I see. Okay, for the game, yeah.
That wouldn't financially cripple everyone in the community.
Okay. Yeah, do that from the get-go because people start recording and want to be part of that trade.
And I'm saying this too. I have no idea. You know for a fact too that those old board of directors, bunch of old people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah. 100%. That's duh. Next question. Yeah, of course. Next question. Sure. No shit.
I don't know what the fuck it is with old people wanting to hoard gold before they. What are you gonna do with it?
Nothing.
Sleep on it.
You might make a little bet out of it.
Gotta hold on. This sounds when I get old. I hope my dream when I'm old is first off, not to sound morbid, but I want to be between Mari and I think I can handle Mari's passing before she can handle my passing. So if she passes, it's me alone. I'm like 93. This is how I want to die. I'm 93, 94 years old. I'm on my porch. I'm drinking, a little scotch, maybe a sweet tea scotch. I have like 2 basset hounds next to me. I close my eyes for a second and then there we go.
Cash!
And then ideally my neighbor stops by because my dogs are barking. They rescue the dogs and that's how I want to go. I don't need 15 pounds of gold. The true wealth of the human condition is the people and the experiences and the life you have. That's where I'm at. I'm excited about the dogs. I will have a contention in mind for when I'm that old. I will have people check up on me daily. Don't worry. The dogs will be checked up on. This is getting rich off of people who isn't going to stop. It's disgusting. That's life right there. That's how the real human condition is. The people, the experience, the friends, the loves, the passions. That's life. Not money is such a fucking... It's cringe. It's cringe. The only thing that excess money should be good for is helping those who don't have it. That's where I'm at. If I give me $1 million a year and I'm showing $800,000 into the human condition to help out humans and dogs. And I'm saving $200,000 for me because I want to buy a house and I want to buy an RV. So I can make more money with my IRL stuff so I can help more dogs. That's where I'm at, dude. Get the desire to have gold and spend it like cash first, so its value still fake. Correct. I want to arrange the interballistic missile and shot right to the Congress on Minecraft
$100 bill pillow. I don't understand when people are like some 76.
Unfortunately, most are born with greed. Yeah.
Properties.
I understand where greed comes from. It is the ability and the power to more or less do whatever you want. There's a level of freedom that comes with having that kind of money. I understand that greed is a part of the human condition. I am greedy. I would love to have excess money. My greed might be with good intention, but I would love to have excess money. That'd be just convenient. It would relieve a weight from my chest. If I had $1 million a year, I could once or twice a year grab a random community member and pay off their debts. Like imagine that. $1 million a year. I could grab 1 or 2 of you guys and be like, I'm going to pay your debts off. Just give me how much I need to pay you. You owe $300,000 student loans? They're gone. Like, I think that is still greedy of me to want to do that, but that is something that I think that greed is inherent to every person because it gives you a freedom. Also, I believe that if you make $1 billion, you should legally have to donate it to other people and not your friends. I mean, like, there needs to be a raffle where if every dollar you make over $1 billion, because you can have your $1 billion. Congratulations. You won capitalism. You're the best. You're so cool. But every single dollar you make post-billion, they put into a giant raffle ball with every person in the U.S. who has less than like $20K a year. And they spin the ball. And whatever number they land on, all that excess money goes to them. Or 100% tax rate on everything after $1 billion. If you're a trillionaire in 2025, and you're not donating millions a day to people, and you're just hoarding it, I hope for your sake there is no afterlife. I hope for your sake when the lights turn off, they turn off. Because if there is any afterlife, none of them are going to be happy about you. Motherfucking king in our modern time shit. That's trickled down is tax to the rich. Congrats, billionaire. We need a building. Yeah, congrats, billionaire. We'll name a park after you. Yeah, great. The Jeff Bezos Community Park. Everything else gets taxed, though. You can fund the GDP of a small country, that kind of money. You can fix America with $1 trillion. God damn. I miss for the rich, fear the masses, and donate art society. Listen, we can go back there is all I'm saying. In Minecraft.
Sell them. You're gonna die. You're gonna die soon. Real soon.
Generational wealth.
It's probably because somebody looks at them and they're like, you're old. You're a fucking parasite. You're a leech on our family.
Yep.
You're a leech in our family. You're a waste of space. You smell bad. You should just die. Lay down and die. If you're old, just lay down and die.
Jeez.
That's me.
Jeez.
Talking to those board of directors.
Yeah, of course.
You know what? Fuck it, all old people. Lay down and die. If we want to take a look at another woman who was hit with an exorbitant fee from an HOA, we could talk about the old woman who was forced to pay $17,000 in fines. Sorry, we just stepped it up $2,000.
Why? What? For what?
An elderly
2020?
woman from Georgia named Pat Kramer was in a panic after receiving absurd letters from the HOA. Just a guy down the street sending her dick pics.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me see those shags.
I horny.
Yeah?
Goddamn, Pat. Look at you. Your lips are sitting there slobbering all over the driveway.
Sounds like I'm talking to Basil right now.
Pat, look at you. Sorry. So we call Super Soaker Pat and send her a Polaroid of her cock. She'll be happy for hours. Ooh. There's no way.
There's no way we can put that in. That's the most real. That's the most real sentence for anyone who's ever made content. The expression "there's no way you can put that in" is so. There was a clip of Shia and I doing the ghost hunt where we were just in the corner yelling, "I'm gonna use the more fancy word. I'm gonna ejaculate for the ghost." And we're just yelling it, like fake jorking it in the corner. And then I look at the camera, I was like, "Seth, don't put that in. Don't put that in. Don't do that." There.
Come. I mean, I knew you would come, but you've come.
I have come.
Shia and Basil bring out the worst in me. In fairness, those two are like a little. I'm normally super chill, super vibes. I'm a really good boy. Those two bring the worst in me. So when it comes for a ghost hunts that will never see the light of day, yes. And one day when I have the infinite money and I'm making videos all the time and I have like 3 editors, then we'll do a Patreon for the behind the scenes of all the stuff you guys missed and the feet pics. I'm sorry for a night. Yeah, me too.
Jesus. After living in her neighborhood for 13 years with no issues,
can you tell Seth to slap across the Shia and Basil for a bit?
Hooked over and started endlessly targeting her with huge violations.
Yeah? That's my hound dog. That's my hound. Do you hear him? I love hounds. Get her to the house or else. He's actually psyched because I think Mario just got home. But you know hound dogs, chat. They're gonna bay. They're gonna bay like they've never bayed before. No, Audie doesn't work today, chat. I don't think she works. I'm sorry. She's broke unless she works now. Maybe she works now. Let's try.
Let's try.
It's a pretty common.
It works! Okay, I can re-enable a thing. Hi, honey. Food in the microwave, courtesy of Dean. She works, chat. She works. Okay. Anya, run and fix yourself. You fixed it. You fixed it. You did it. Here, let me check. This is a test. Can you hear her? Wait, how do I? Is it working? Any second now to work. Any second now. That's not good. Hold on. Hold on. Any second now, chat. Here we go. Give it a second. Hold on. Refresh. Hold on. Any second. Hold on. Is this? Did I break it again? Did I break it again? Okay. What did I do? Refresh it. What is happening? Hello? Test. Oh, did my mods pause it? That they did.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stay tuned.
That they did.
Are we all clear? Okay, we're all clear. Great. All right, hit the red button.
No, not that button!
Shut up! This is a test.
This is a test.
Do you guys also hear her? Does she sound good? Yes? Okay, thank God. We fixed her! A dark heart fixed her. I'm over here for the ride. Anyways, here we go.
And fees. It was me. I was like, how old is she? All right, stack it up and get her out. It started with her trash cans being visible.
Yep. There it is.
That irks me the most.
Yeah, it's the
Which
worst.
is hard for her to move frequently because of her age, because she's older than Father Time itself. Next, it was the way her host looked in her yard, as well as the lawn art. She probably had little gnomes.
Who gives a shit though, man?
They started asking her to deep clean the outside of her property. She obliged each time to keep things civil.
Sure.
The late fees started to pile up when she was not able to get jobs done fast enough because she's so old.
Stop! Let her live, dude. Well, she's not for long, but let her live.
Here's your Polaroid picture of my cock.
Stop! Stop! This fiction, stop!
God damn it, well, no wonder you're getting distracted. Your lips keep drooling all over the yard there.
It's like Basil's here with me right now.
Sorry, I'm easily distracted.
Logan from behind.
Be gentle.
Jesus Christ. Out of nowhere, Basil has become here. It's
You have
just
to put the gnomes up.
Stop! Stop!
The daily $25
Jesus!
infraction fee began to pile up, and
Yep.
Pat Kramer was panicking as
Sure.
she tried to make calls to her HOA to slow down the fees as she completed the request. I can only clean and mow so fast. You gotta stop. They're like,
Seth,
"Never."
please edit a cross on PapaMutt's face.
Agreed. The free launch for me, you guys cut for me because I was cheating the city out of money. That's insane. What?
They wouldn't return. They wouldn't return her calls after an entire year. Please call me back. Who is it, Pat Kramer? No, I'm good. Which, here's the thing, guys.
Okay.
The fees racked up to a staggering $17,000. How many years went by when they were just put it under tab?
At what point is it just fake money? At what point is it just fake money? Like, it means nothing. 17 grand for what? Like, it's nothing. Like, it just, they don't do anything about it.
We're gonna cripple Pat before she dies. We're gonna cripple this pup before she goes down. Which, a price that Kramer could not financially afford.
No
she hired
shit!
a lawyer who soon gave her the bad news that the HOA is completely within her right to
That's what?
treat her this way. So she had to, did she
started
pay
as a
it?
scratch. Sounds like
I was
it.
like, I
What do you
should've-
have? What do you do here? If you
Pretty
can't,
soon we were all yiffing.
if you can't, there's no way. That seems impossible. What do you do here if that actually is the real? Like, what are you supposed to do? Sell the house, I guess. The lawyer wasn't on it. Something's not right. Something's not right.
She's like, I don't have enough money. I'll pay you a lawyer. It's all I have. He's just like, you're
And here's my lawyer fees.
So I did work for 28 hours on this. At $300 an hour, you do that math as well. Oh, no! He's like, don't worry, though. I did include a Polaroid of my cock.
Stop! Stop!
Everyone's like, I wish Pat would get the hell out of here, actually. The whole community started Pat. Sometimes even the most minor infractions can lead homeowners down a road of crippling debt. Like with the $40,000 fence violation. God damn, we really are just raising these.
Yeah, we just doubled the price. The last one, my bad. 40 grand for what?
Wait, huh?
For what?
15 to 17, now 40? Betty Hooker.
Okay.
Ooh. That's not her name. My name's Betty Hooker. What do you think my job is? That's right, I teach social studies. Betty Hooker wanted to construct a fence in the backyard in her Maryland home back in 2017, which would cost $8,000.
They're not
she
cheap.
received all proper permissions from her HOA before
That's a pretty, for the amount you're putting up, that's a really cheap.
building it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's really
When it was
nice.
done,
For
she was
the amount you put up, that's not bad. 8 grand?
told that the fence was too close to the community's common area. They had come down and measured it out, determining that it was exactly 8 inches too close. It's so obnoxious. You see it sometimes with like HOA people like actually bringing out rulers.
Oh my God. This is like radicalizing me so much. Who cares?
Betty Hooker, are you in cahoots with Pat Kramer?
No!
Betty thought that this was absurd, and likely the dispute was more about enforcing silly rules over obstructing common community zones.
Who would have guessed?
HOA wasn't going to let this
Ends
go.
a lot,
And
chat.
months later, after notifying her that they would seek legal action if nothing is done about the fence, Betty wanted them to pay for it. And the lengthy dispute resulted in an official complaint to the county court by the HOA. Betty,
okay. I agree with Betty. If you want me to tear up the thing, you pay for it. If I just dropped goddamn $8 grand, you're paying for it.
was certain that the judge would understand how silly this was, right? But she actually ended up losing and was being forced to pay a daily $25 fee that would start from back when the violation was first brought up.
What?
Yeah.
Don't move into an HOA. I beg you guys, don't move into an HOA. Don't move into an HOA. That's the moral here. If you ever can afford a house, don't move into an HOA. Don't.
Like how she's like, this old man's gonna know what's up. He's like, it's 8 inches too. Guilty! She finally moved the fence to avoid further problems, but the HOA inspected it and told her it was still not following their guidelines.
What do you
It took
mean?
Betty right back.
I don't. What do you want from her?
Where she was ordered to pay an even more exorbitant fee. On
What do you want from her?
top of her attorney fees, totaling $40,000.
Oh my God.
I would kill myself in the cul-de-sac of my neighborhood if this happened to me. I would take a fucking gun and blow my brains out and make everybody watch. Especially if people are like, I don't care. But 8 inches to the community. I'm like, who cares? Is it on her property? Yeah. Who cares, dude? If it was going into other people.
Oh yeah, if it's on her property, who gives a shit? That's what I don't get. If it's what's a community property? What the fuck is that? If it's her property line that she paid money for, who's to say that's her I will never move into an HOA. I hope these people see the pits of vanity. God damn it.
Yards, I'd be like, well, that's fucked up. That's not your property. 8 inches to the. I can't. Sorry.
8 inches is huge.
Oh, trust me, 8 inches is huge. Like sizes that probably people don't really ever see. Maybe in videos, but not in real life. But Betty told reporters about her feelings at the moment. God, who cares, dude? She's like, I feel bad. Yeah, everyone does,
Yeah,
dude.
no
Have
shit.
you heard of Pat Kramer, the Polaroid hound of Florida?
The Polaroid
Betty
hound.
was claiming it was, quote, devastating.
Yeah,
mentally,
40
emotionally,
grand is
and
insane.
financially. But it didn't stop there, because the
What?
HOA wanted to seize her home to pay for the debts. The issue with the fence was becoming more and more trivial. The fence itself only had less than an inch encroaching into the community's common area. Less than an inch. See,
There's gotta be some. There's gotta be. There's gotta be a court you can take this to. This just doesn't seem like it makes any goddamn sense. They're literally bullying this lady for what? Like, what do we do? Lean on your house is fixed.
That's more normal, though. That's normal.
Set it down?
Not
Yeah.
small,
No,
normal.
Not small. I'm just saying normal size. Normal. Fortunately, the HOA had broken rules as well. The rule in their governing document claims that the fines were improperly assessed in an abusive way, and that the homeowners were not given proper due process.
No
Because of
shit!
this, the fees were all dropped.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so she's good. Okay. HOA president was the crouching less than an inch to her. That's the problem. Oh! Normally, shipping HOA members gladly. Thank God.
Yes! Betty Hunter had quite unlike our girl Pat Kramer.
No,
Pat had to pay that. You think you can drop mine? Go off, Pat, and pay it. Okay. In one of the more cruel examples of the HOA's
here we
disregard
go.
for homeowners,
Some more gross shit
a
incoming.
soldier in Iraq had his home taken away from him. Probably why he was in Iraq.
And his wife, too.
They took away the wife, too?
No.
Shut up, Nick.
He probably lost his house and wife.
Michael Clower, who was a captain in the Army Reserve in Iraq,
Stop. We get it. Stop it.
returned home in Frisco, Texas, to find that his $300,000 home had gone into foreclosure.
Nobody hates veterans more than Americans. I'm so serious. It's so ironic. As a veteran, you guys hear all the time how we love our vets, we love our vets, we love our vets. Nobody hates veterans more than Americans. It's so funny. You will. I can speak from experience. The general public does not give up about vets. They love the idea of our soldiers doing America shit overseas, but the moment those soldiers come back home and they want to be a part of society, nope. America, the country.
Took care of the 2 kids while her husband was shipped out to Iraq,
Yep.
and soon slipped into a deep depression. She was terrified of losing her husband,
Sure.
to the point where she avoided checking the mail in fear of getting news of his death.
Sure.
Because of this, she had missed the HOA's letter alerting them that they had $800 in dues.
What?
that
From
needed to
what?
be Paid.
From what?
Oh God, God forbid.
Okay.
Yes, actually you owe us that. So if you don't, we're going to kill you and your family. We're Al Qaeda. The HOA. We're terrorists. When this was ignored, the HOA started sending letters informing that they were getting ready to foreclose on the debt by seizing and selling their home. The worst part was the home was only sold for a measly $3,500.
The HOA took over my house and sold it for $3,500 while I was in Iraq. Crap my knuckles. Okay.
As it was just a vehicle for them to get back the small debt that they were owed. May was shocked that the HOA never once visited the home in person.
Oh, sue them. No, if that shit's over the mail, sue them. God damn. Oh, yeah.
To get a response from her. And then her home could just be sold without her getting, like, not a penny from it.
Right.
They worked with the lawyer to try and reverse this foreclosure based on the fact that the affidavit from the HOA's lawyer did not account for Michael's deployment.
Right.
They had also set up a legal defense fund and eventually sued the association in federal court.
Good.
They awarded a generous settlement and were able to finally reclaim their home.
Yeah, you can't just do that. Good. Good. Good, 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 good. I hope. What crazy is I wish those people who did the suing were actually in some sort of like legal trouble, like jail, because what's stopping them from doing it again? Like, honestly.
You know what? Americans truly won that day, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Our man went over, paid his dues,
Yep.
and he paid his dues back in the States as well.
Hell
God
yeah.
bless you, sir. Also, we should do Stolen Valor sometime, just for
Oh,
fun.
yes. Oh, I would eat that video up. Stolen Valor, please. Do a Stolen Valor video. I beg you.
We're working on that.
Yeah, just for fun. I just
Yes! Yes!
do it for fun.
Oh, you mean? Oh,
Yeah, I just want to. We should just go out into the library and do Stolen Valor.
Oh!
I do that every weekend.
Okay, well, I'm going to join you then. And lastly, I want to talk about a hero. I want to talk about the man who killed his HOA president.
Legally, as a Twitch streamer on the platform at twitch.tv/PapaMutt, I cannot condone or nor I condone the murder of another human being. I think that all life is precious and we should all work together towards a peaceful future. And if you were to kill someone, it'd be in Minecraft. These are all objective facts, and I am not legally speaking. These do not line up with my values, but I am curious how this video ends.
And his wife. He's not a hero. I tell you that. Hugh Hootman is a 75-year-old man that was infuriated due to a simple dispute between him and his neighbors. Apparently, the community laundry room door was left open. Oh my God! Okay. 81-year-old Henry Wallace, another resident, confronted Hootman about it and began screaming at him and his wife. Later on, Hootman saw Wallace while he was grabbing his mail from the community mailbox.
All right, what do you want?
Remember, only kill the hated in
Correct.
Minecraft so that you can do it again as much as you like.
In Minecraft.
There, he approached Wallace and told him that he needed to apologize the way he treated the two of them.
Sure.
Wallace brushed it off without responding, and that caused Hootman to lose his cool. He pulled out his 9mm pistol and shot him 2 times in the chest. Okay.
This is what a Froggy was afraid of coming to America, by the way. This is just what Froggy was afraid of coming to America. Everyone's got a pistol. Everyone's ready to shoot it. This is the most American parentheses derogatory thing I can ever see, dude. It's this. Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me. Stop!
I'm just gonna laugh.
It was a wretched as hell? Yes.
It's just so stupid. You apologize to me right now. No. It doesn't
Literally.
matter. I'm not going to justify why I laughed. His wife, Ginger Wallace, was also the HOA president. Rushed out of the apartment screaming for help.
Yep.
Hootman fired 2 more shots at Ginger, killing her as well. And afterwards, he simply took a seat on the couch of his apartment and told his wife, quote, "Call the police. I just shot Henry and Ginger." He turned on King of Queens. The sheriff believed that Ginger being the HOA president played a role in the confrontation and only further pushed Hootman to do what he did. He felt horrible for what he had done.
Sure.
He didn't. But it was too late. He was given 2 consecutive life sentences.
I don't think he is going to worry about that.
Papa,
I don't
since
think
you're famous, could you reach out to me, Cannon,
Yeah.
and talk to him about doing React
Would
content
love
with
to.
him?
I'll fly out to him.
I would pay so much to see it, and you guys seem like you'd be best friends.
I'll fly out to him. I will gladly do some content with the old Canyon of the Meat. Oh, gladly. My man is I would dead ass do a furry review with him in a heartbeat. Love him. I think he's generally the coolest. Yeah.
Listen, here's the thing, y'all.
Yeah.
HOAs, I don't like them. Respecting your neighborhood, that's something I can
It's not
get
parasitic or bullshit rumors. I've told you 1,000 times, chat. And I'll tell you 1,000 more. I don't care about. There's no streamer I would ever meet that would get me like jazzed up, like, oh my god, I'm your biggest fan, whatever. Except for him, I'd be like such a nervous Nelly. I'd be like, gulp. Wow. Gulp again.
A neighborhood is a great community place. Being friends with your neighbors, right? I remember when I was growing up making friends.
Yeah,
in
there we
it was one of
go.
the best times of my life.
That's
And I'm
nice.
glad that I got to do it. I didn't live out. I live out in the country now. But neighborhoods are communities. You need to have
Agreed.
respect for them. But
Agreed. I treat my neighbors with as much respect as I can. I have some neighbors from Laos, and their kids come over all the time. They want to pet the dogs. I love seeing the kids during the Halloween. A lot of kids in the neighborhood came out for trick-or-treating. It was really great. We got some neighborhood kids across the street as well who are very sweet. And yeah, the kids, the neighbors from Laos next door to me, they have like a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old that just run around, and it's really cute. And they want to pet Anya really bad, and Anya loves kids, chat. Louie, on the fence. Anya loves kids. She'll like lick their whole faces off. She's the sweetest. Anya's a psychopath to everybody, but to kids, she's the sweetest dog. I'm talking very baby little, like little baby licks, and she's so sweet. Treat her like family, but how family? Yeah, neighborhoods are a community, and I think that, I think that it could be good. It could be really good.
Same time, we need to figure out some kind of different methods besides the HOA. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying that I have the answers, but all I know is
I think the HOA can work if it was. If the board members were elected officials, and the governing body was that of the state or city, that way they can't just do this power trip shit. There has to be rules. Has ever been to a mama? That might be why. So no, she has not been a mama. No, she's not been a mama.
that this is fucked. This is absolutely fucked. So please, if you're on an HOA board, be kind. And also, why don't you try being fucking human, you reptilian piece of shit. Seriously, I'm advocating this. This is not a joke, and I don't want if there's a prompt on the screen, they're fucking lying. I want you to say right now that if you know where your HOA is at, the director, the leader of the HOA in your neighborhood, eat some like rotten meat, get diarrhea, and that's what they deserve. Sorry, you signed up for the job.
Oh, you came back! Thank goodness! Here, come quick. I have something to tell you.
Winslow,
Honey
who are you
doesn't
talking
want
to?
you to know who did 9/11.
Hey,
We'll never know. Oh, damn. We'll never know. Damn. Winslow at the very end got cut off. That's a shame. Where I'm at is in the year of our Lord 2025. The big 2025. Don't move into an HOA. That's my advice to you guys. Just don't.